shots from some of these.
Okay, now my mic's on. I hope only one of my mics is... Anyway, I have my fan on because it's very hot. Hopefully that's not an issue. If it is, I can turn it off, I guess. Yeah, probably. We'll see. Let me see. Turn it off, I guess. Yeah, probably. We'll see. Let me see. It sounds okay. It sounds okay. I might just have you put up with that audio for a second, because, like... Yeah, the temperature's too high for me to just sit through this while I'm streaming. When I stream, my setup gets very hot. Anyway. Oh, right. Controller. Plug that in. Okay, control settings. There we go. Let's do it. We are back in Marland. We've pretty much saved it, I think. Took us like a stream and a half to end this pandemic. I'm sorry, it was an epidemic, not a pandemic. They are different things, I understand.
Let us give our respects to Rohan and the others.
Right. Good thinking.
But, like, I'm not saying I'm better at my job than the CDC or the World Health Organization. Well, no, I am saying that.
A shiny, pretty stone. Does make me curious.
Those are side
Might be
quests.
some sort of artifact.
That's a side quest. So if I go to back to Boris Ruins, which maybe I will, those can get me more earthen historia. We've seen this before. I sure hope that doesn't become a recurring gag.
People are coming back to worship the great tree. You can trust I will do my part as well.
That's good. We can take our leave in peace.
No, y'all are running out on us. You take care, Attack. I'm staying behind.
Huh?
After all, we need to find someone to properly give tribute to Rohan.
That's true.
Alicia.
Brunor.
I don't mean...
Brunor's got a good gig.
And I have to report to Lady Lake about what happened in Marland. Things with the council have just settled down, and if you're with me, you'll just get wrapped up in it again. I would love to continue our travels, but Well?
Thank you so much, Alicia.
Same to you. For everything, Saray.
She's got sick knee pads.
Get a room, you two.
It's not like you won't see each other again.
I shall do my best to work toward a Highland with no malevolence.
I'm trying to finish this smoothie as quickly as I can, which is maybe a bad idea. But
Safe travels.
Y'all go back now. You hear?
I put a little chocolate in it because I wondered if that would change the flavor a lot. It's like strawberry and blueberry mostly. It does not change the flavor very much. So I did waste a tiny bit of chocolate. Maybe if I'm sure if I had put more in, it would have made a difference. But I didn't want to use... I put in as much as I was willing to waste, I guess. Okay. My objective is to travel to the Roland's Empire, which will probably go off without a hitch, I'm guessing. The one thing I know about traveling from one country to another is, especially when they're at war,
I have a message. It's urgent.
it's usually not that hard.
Hang in there!
The Empire. The Roland's Empire is attacking.
Oh, weird. Weird how I was just talking about that.
Please, pass the warning to the people of Marland. I have to get to the capital.
You're injured. It's too dangerous.
There's no time to waste.
Be careful. Don't do anything reckless.
Yeah, why were we complaining about him being injured when we can... Oh, it's that thing where, like, we don't want to make people too reliant on the fact that we can just heal them.
We'd better go tell everyone.
All right, you bums! Playtime's over! Let's go show those frou-frous in the capital what we're made of!
Your name is Lucas. I remember. I like your orange pants, Lucas.
Yeah, I couldn't live with myself if we let these folks just run out to get slaughtered.
You mustn't! If the shepherd enters the heart of battle, the camp he extends his help to will surely be victorious.
So what, we just sit quietly and watch?
Yep, it's up to the Earth Dwellers to figure out some sort of compromise with each other.
But with the shepherd's power, I know I could save people.
You might save the people of Highland, yes. However,
The people of Roland's wouldn't be so lucky is the flip side.
Correct. That's the nature of war. War knows neither justice nor malice.
I hear it never
power of the
changes.
shepherd greatly shapes the world itself. Were you to enter the war, there's no telling how warped it could become.
All right. I do want Lucas and his group to take refuge along with the villagers. Will that be okay?
Yes.
Then let's talk to Lucas at once. They sounded like they were getting ready to leave any second now. Okay.
No more Alicia. I'll have something to say about that at a better moment. I will talk to Lucas. However, there's a big purple star over
Don't
here.
forget about the library key.
Oh, right. Nath!
Hi, Nath.
Soray.
I have a library key to return to you. I totally forgot about it, but Lila just reminded me.
The key to the library. Thanks, and sorry to trouble you.
Thank goodness for big purple stars.
I'm gonna be like Maltran. I'm gonna be the second blue Valkyrie. Boys can't be Valkyries, dummy. If Maltran's teaching anyone, it's gonna be me. She's not gonna teach you. Your clothes aren't even blue. They will be once I finally get my mom to buy some.
Someone's popular.
It's because Lady Maldran actually comes from Marland. She only became heir to her line when all the other successors passed away.
Mysteriously, under
Her sense of
violent
responsibility was
circumstances.
second to none. She was quite a frail young girl. She has trained herself very rigorously. And now she is the Blue Valkyrie.
So they're opposites.
What?
Nothing. You just clarified something for me.
Oh, I don't really get it, but I'm glad I could be of help to the shepherd.
I had one more thing I wanted to ask. Have you heard of Irish gems?
Iris gems? We have one. I just enshrined it in the sanctuary as an offering for the town's restoration.
Can we borrow it? There's something we're investigating.
I wouldn't dream of refusing the shepherd's request.
Right.
Please, keep it as long as you like.
When you're the Avatar, you can just take people's priceless heirlooms. Okay. Okay. I would talk to him right now because it's like on the way, but I'm not sure if that would like force me to leave. That rarely happens that you're forced to leave anywhere, but let's just be careful. It's only like a short walk. And I will take this green Irish gem and we'll get a vision. Oh, soldiers. Oh, scary gate. Oh, mouth of Sauron. He's kind of handsome. In a like ancient political figure kind of way. He's got a chiseled beard. I don't like his big bang, which is maybe not hip. It's not even really. I don't know.
What do you think it means?
The king was
I don't
holding a
know.
sword. Pretty clear that it was
Oh,
so
hell
far
yeah,
outside the
X.
ceremony.
Welcome.
And I imagine the person receiving the sword was a general.
The uniform would suggest a general of the Roland's Empire. It's hard to say exactly when this took place, though.
Whoever he was, he sure looked like a hero.
But what does it mean? It's not like that's a particularly uncommon type of scene, historically speaking.
Yes.
If we could see more, we might get a better idea as to why this scene showed up.
Do you think there are any more?
I don't know, but let's try to find them. I mean, hidden glimpses of
Hold
history.
that thought.
How cool is that?
Yeah, so that is a really common type of scene, dating back to at least, if not earlier, at least to the Iliad. That type of scene is called a taikoscopia, which means like look like a looking out, a scope out of the walls, which are the taika. A taikoscopia is a scene where a leader is on the wall, sort of surveying a battlefield, and it's a really common scene type, and I love that. I loved Zestiria. I actually quite liked the combat system. It was definitely like not fully polished, but I really liked armatizing. I think armatizing was really weak. It would be nice. I know this is the complaint everybody had, that you can't like rebind these. I definitely agree with that, but it didn't really bother me. The Berseria's stamina system was much better than this one. This one is pretty boring. It's just like a gauge. But yes, I've played this game once before, and I actually liked it more than I would say most people liked it.
Lucas, I'd really like you to seek refuge along with the villagers.
Like hell. The battlefield is where we earn our living. Besides, we just helped rebuild your town here, no? You really want to see Roland's tear it to pieces?
I'm just worried about all of you.
Strangers on the internet are really mean to me when I say nice things about Zestiria.
We'll pull back beyond the Griffith River.
I think Tales games in general are very funny.
It's a damn shame.
Often.
We're just gonna abandon this town right when it was getting its punch back?
But I think this game in particular is like very funny. It has a type of humor that
Change of plans, you bums.
that
Take
resonates
the
with
town's
me.
to safety, up north across the Grifflet River.
Yeah, which just happened, by the way. She has just left our party, and spoiler alert for everyone else listening in.
The bridge still isn't fully restored just yet. We'll probably have to go ahead and set up camp. by
So
the riverbanks.
you might have had
You got it.
you would have fairly had the point of view at this point that Alicia is sort of the deuteragonist, and Soray's kind of partner. I mean, most Tales games have like a male lead, female lead, and the promotional material certainly indicated or suggested that that Alicia was going to be the female lead. And while she does come back into the party, it's only temporarily, and she is pretty much gone.
We're good on our end.
Should we retreat to the Grifflet River? I think so. Yeah, she's largely not... She's still a character in the game, but she's not like a party member for very much of the game from this point on. And a lot of people who
I am Commander General Landon.
were really
Shepherd with you.
invested in her
That's me.
You, huh?
fairly were upset that she's not like a permanent party member.
You're that sellsword Lucas of the Shrub Boys.
That's right, the Shrub Boys.
Just as well. You listen up too. I bring word of Lady Alicia.
On suspicion of using the Shepherd to foment discord against the state, as well as assisting the Roland's Empire with its invasion, Lady Alicia has been detained.
That's nonsense. Alicia would never do such a thing.
It is not an arrest, Shepherd. Merely an interrogation.
Well, this certainly stings to high heaven.
But if the Shepherd were, say, to wield his power to deliver victory to our troops, it would likely assuage any suspicions we might have.
Why, you...
Soray is
Let's
vibrating.
do as he says.
That was weird.
We probably don't have a
Weird
choice.
shot.
If Alicia were to die at their hands. Yes, we all know Soray would blame himself for it.
And if that were to happen, even someone like Soray could become corrupted by malevolence. That's it, right?
If the Shepherd is corrupted by malevolence,
Yes,
it would
Soray.
guide the world to ruin.
Let the hate
faster
flow
than
through
even war
you.
could accomplish.
The sooner we end this, the better. We can make this work. After all, you've got us with you.
If I fight, do I have your guarantee Alicia will be released?
If you bring us victory, then yes.
We're coming too. Sorry, it just ain't in our blood to turn tail and run.
Oh yeah, Edna. I had the shades on Lila, and then as soon as I got Edna, I'm like, I'm putting the shades on her. That's correct. That's the correct option.
So then, Shepherd, I'll be waiting on the battlefield.
Hey, cheer up, buddy. With a woodsman on the job, the shepherd won't even have to lift a finger.
Soray, please
I
hold
thought you
your
were
head
called
up
the
high.
Shrub Boys.
I told you, didn't I? You've got us with you.
Don't get all stupid gung-ho about this war business, okay? Just do what you need to do to get this crap over with.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Let's save. And let's watch this skit. That's called The Way of the Shepherd.
Why are these things happening?
And this time, we're against the humans. And it's a war, which makes it even worse. Yes, we may hurt people during the process, just trying to get them to stop fighting. That may cause emotional pain for Soray, which in turn may create malevolence.
How could that be? If that's true, then the chance of a shepherd not
Yeah,
being
this game-
affected by malevolence is about as small as a pinhole.
That's
This
what it
game did
means to get involved
a
with
good
humans.
job of that.
And that is the way of the shepherd.
I think
If
Tales
only he could
games
forget
in
about
general
Alicia like a snap of a finger.
are pretty good like
There's
that.
no way he can.
I know. That's exactly became a shepherd,
but
right?
nice transitions where the camera will pan a little bit,
I guess I need to prepare myself.
and then you're in control. The UI will pop up. Oh, we get another skill lecture.
Today's lesson is about bonus skills triggered by elemental unions. If a group union is vertical, you can say an elemental union is horizontal. Unlike a group union, you can activate an elemental union with as few as 2 skills, so long as they're placed side by side.
Since there's 10 groups, does that mean you can put anywhere between 2 and 10 skills together?
Yeah, depending on the number of skills you have lined up, the effects will change. You can even
Interesting.
duplicate the same effects if you want.
So, like, if you have 2 each of the non-elemental skills, attack and Rangus equipped,
You'll get 2 Elemental Union 2 bonus skills, reducing non-elemental damage by 20% instead of 10. Not only that, but you'll get 2
Interesting.
stacked 2 effects on top of that. But you need to be careful. If you decide to equip just one of the third non-elemental skill, Blood,
Just one.
the bonus skill for Elemental Union 3 will activate, but the 2 Elemental Union 2 effects will both disappear.
so for elemental union bonus skills, it first checks the total length of the combo and then calculates how many of that combo
I
to
appreciate that they put these
Bonus
in like
skills are
skits
beneficial, but you
instead
have
of
to
like
really start
a
thinking
tutorial,
things through if you want to optimize
but a
your
visual
skills.
would really help.
Probably won't end well if you
I
just
can
use
picture what they're
different
talking about because
together
I've played
blindly.
this game
So
before
think carefully about what kind of
and spent a
equipment
lot
you
of
want to use
time
beforehand.
equipping stuff.
Could you have an item where all 4 slots
But
are
if
the
I
same
had just
skill
played,
or
if this
stat?
was like my 7th hour playing the game, I would have no clue what they're talking
That's
about.
right. With proper item fusion and equipment coordination, you can draw out enormous power from skills far beyond their basic.
Which is not to say I don't love these
There is
conversations. I think
one
they're very
important
funny.
announcement to be made.
Next week again.
Yeah, right.
This is the last lesson.
What?
Really?
Like, I think they're very funny because Lila's hilarious. But yeah, as tutorials, they don't work super well. And I wonder if there would be like a way to have that voiceover over like the actual equipment screen like this. Yeah, Lila's a character I didn't think I would like because I saw the anime, and in the anime she's like very bland. But she's so funny. She's like a massive dork.
We just heard. That's awful. Can't you just sit out this war?
They'll use you for all your work, and when you're done, they'll still probably kill Lady Alicia.
I'm going.
Really?
We all know that the charges against Lady Alicia are a load of hogswallop. We're
Yeah,
going to Lady Lake to
hogswallop.
Petition them directly.
That's right. Surely the council will not be able to ignore the voices of so many citizens.
Surely not.
Please don't give up hope.
Just promise you'll come back.
We'll be
Surely a monarchy couldn't just ignore the people.
I'll be back.
I know a major theme of this game is that like a lot of people are really naive. But sometimes they're just like so naive. In the last episode, Saray said,
Done.
people who care so much about contracts couldn't be that shady. If they were really shady, they wouldn't care about contracts so much. Like, yeah, you're right. Wait. Oh. Okay. I thought I was already on this side of the bridge and that I crossed over to the other side, but I just went the wrong way. Why would you retreat? Why would you retreat to there and not over the bridge? Also, yeah, like, retreat over the bridge and then you can just pull up these planks. It's flawless defense. Sorry about making the giant boulders, though. In hindsight, that was not great. I am currently playing as Lila. Okay. Oh, nice marmot. That was not a good Big Lebowski impression. That was like me making a weird voice. And saying a line from The Big Lebowski. I am going to check out, I know like side questing and all that, but I'm going to check out the Boris Ruins to see if we can find that purple, the iris gem that was rumored to be here. There it is. Oh, cool place with gates and stairs. Fancy tree. Woman with baby. Could be anything, really.
Was the author of the Celestial Record a village chief? It looked like he was founding a village or something.
Another common archetypical scene.
I was wondering, you don't suppose he was a shepherd? If the shepherd was the one who wrote the Celestial Record, a lot of things start to make sense. And Mikleo?
Oh, sorry. What did you just say?
Whoa, I've never seen you space out like that. You feeling okay?
Oh no, poor sick Leo. Nice.
Not nice.
No, but seriously, you alright? Should we sit down for a bit?
I'm fine. I just got caught up in my thoughts. For some reason.
Ominous. Oh! Bird.
I shall protect everyone.
So yeah, this is one of the weaknesses of the combat system, which is in fact controversial, is that when you don't have another human character, you can't use all of your seraphim. As far as I know, it's like really the only Tales game that has restrictions like that, where you can't have like 3 seraphim in a party. It always has to be 2 humans and 2 seraphim. And if you don't have 2 humans, you don't get a second seraphim either. That is a flaw. I think that's fair to say. Like there's a reason why that's the case, but it doesn't make it good to play. One of many reasons this game is not great for like 3 players or more. I think it's still pretty okay for 2 players, but who are you? Mind. Let's check it out. Mind is this. Stack 6 prevents petrify. Knockback chance halved. Yeah. I'm giving this to Mikleo. On what equipment? I could give it to this staff, but that would mean as soon as I get rid of this staff, I'm really neutering myself. Is there anything that he already would rather not have? This void ring has mind. Probably just about everything he has mind, right? So I'm gonna not put it on this amber waistcoat. I would rather not put it on this void ring because I would love to have to give him a better ring at some point. So I think I'm going to put it on these boots. Micleo's Boots of Spanish Leather by Nancy Griffith. Now I'm going to immediately find a new pair of boots that's way better for Micleo. Because that's how it works every time. Alright. Animated cutscene. Content warning. People getting hit with arrows. I don't think it's like particularly gory or anything, but
Victory to the Roland's Empire! Charge! Show them what we're made of!
That must be it.
Do not lose sight of what you believe to be true and good in your heart.
You don't need to worry so much about me. I'll be fine.
You're there, aren't you?
hello, Rangus. Rangus would get me that. That's pretty good. Lila's a strong contender. Oh, what's this worth? BG cost of Mystic Arts reduced. Well, that's honestly not great right now. Yeah, Lila gets a Rangus on a what? She's already got a lot of stuff that she can't really change. I would put it on the Calcite Tiara, I think. Sooner or later, this this vertical, the G union is gonna be outdated. So I'm losing this resist stack. I'm losing the double resist. Which is not really worth it yet. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on... Putting it on the fire ring would not be bad, actually. Because she's great with fire rings. Let's put it on this one. I don't know, it's not maxed yet. Yeah, let's put it on Lila's fire ring. A treasure chest.
So you came, Shepard.
And Lucas?
Setting up an ambush on the right flank. Come back here, Shepard. You will be leading the charge front and center with the... Hey, Shepard, obey my orders. Have you forgotten that this is my battlefield?
What an asshole.
What I have to do does not change. No matter whose battlefield it is.
What can one brat like him even hope to accomplish? Have the Chancellor's gone dead?
Get a lot of cool 2D medals. Oh wait, that's not where I'm going. I'm going this way.
Is that a monolith?
Thank you, I would have missed that. Hey, it's a Turtles! Hi, Turtles. Let's try on some stuff. Nothing is worth losing a G union for. This is probably worth it. I get block and rune. I lose the paralysis reduction. Yeah, that's just worth it. Because I don't really lose anything besides just the paralysis. Oh, this is good too. This is good too. This would be good. I just put... What's on his ring? Block and Speary. Because if I gave him the fire ring, I just gave Lila. I'm gonna buy it, not necessarily equip it. What just happened? Sometimes my tabs unmute themselves. Not worth it here. Unfortunately. That's cool because it gives us Wonder, which is brand new, but not worth it. That's cool because it gives us Legless, but not worth it. We lose Defier, not worth it. These are actually fine. Because I don't hate going down to 6. Now that I know what 7 is, we don't have Mystic Art yet, so having Mystic Arts does not do me a whole lot of good. Which means this actually gains us stuff. The only problem is that it loses us 6 attack. But I think that's fine. And then you. This is not worth about. This is what they were talking about in that skit. Right now. Oh, wait, no, that's what I already have. So those 2 stacks are not really doing me much good right now. Because it's a 3. Because I have 3 there. So this is actually better. Except for losing all of those stats makes it not better. I will take it. I will buy and equip, but I'm going to just check this. Let's see. Switch this fire ring. Ah, see, that's the problem, is that switching to that fire ring makes me lose the other G Union. So I'm just exchanging one G Union for another. Okay. Then what did I put on this? Or else I would have had this. Forget what I had on before. I think that's fine. Hey, cool, Lizard Man. So these are... Hey, Noah. Oh yeah, I'm just about to start watching your Battle Brothers VODs too. Yeah, Noah, So you have played Zestiria with me a little bit, right? I really like the equipment system in this game. I'm a big fan because I think there's a lot going on for people who are willing to put the time in beyond just like equipping what has the most green numbers. And I think almost every Tales game tries to do something that makes it a little more complicated. But I think this one is the one that has done the best job. Like, you remember Berseria, the thing was the skill mastering. So you would want to stick with things until they're mastered and then switch to something else. I think this, instead of making it time-based, makes it so that they coordinate with other things. So I'm not just like holding on to this earth ring until I master something. I'm holding on to it because it gets this 5 stack on the skill on my skill sheet, and so swapping it for something will really hurt me, and I think that's really very interesting in a way that, or it's not just interesting, it's interactive in a way that just like equipment mastering, which Vesperia has, Berseria has, just doesn't quite do it for me. And then like the old games don't really have anything. The old games, it's just like the really old games are just like, just equip what has the best numbers, dummy. Why would you have leather armor when you could have iron? But I really like when the game gives you a reason to stick with leather armor instead of just upgrading. I'm actually gonna take this opportunity to heal. Slow down, Saray. Slow down. I want to get some heals off. Okay. We currently do not have anyone with Demon Fang. We did. She just left the party. So the context is, for the story right now, this is not a huge spoiler because it's being foreshadowed from like very early on. Blue Country is going to war with Red Country now. We have been strong-armed. We've been strong-armed into helping the blue people with the war, which we don't want to do because we're the Avatar, and we're kind of pacifists, sort of, except for when they're demons. We're not pacifist towards Hellions, but otherwise we don't want people to fight. But we're basically being forced for spoilery reasons, which, you know, we're being forced to help.
It's pointless. The air is overflowing with people's anger.
Or at least to participate.
That's why it feels hard to breathe. Battlefields are the cauldrons where malevolence is brewed.
What are you talking about? There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There!
Going?
You bet. I'm counting on you guys.
We gotta go help our friend with the orange pants.
Loose Roth Roulette! Don't worry. I'll go easy on you.
Oh, I'm playing as Mikleo now.
Get out of my way!
So the nice thing about fighting humans is that they literally cannot see the spellcasters. So I can just kind of go ham. Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer! I love the Super Saiyan transformations. I know it's cheesy as hell. I am completely there for it. That's my favorite part of this game, like mechanically. I understand it's like somewhat controversial among longtime fans, but yeah, normal humans cannot.
Oh dear. Saray sure
Demons can see us, so demon Hellion fights, that's their proper name. Hellion fights are a lot scarier, but that's not what I wanted to cast. This should kind of mess them up. Would be very terrifying to just be a soldier in this army getting obliterated by spells that are just coming out of nowhere, though. Especially because spells don't exist as far as most people know. Like, the only people who use magic are Seraphim. And they can't see Seraphim. Because I can just do this all day. In fact, it will go all day, because this is a really long fight. And not a particularly interesting one. There we go.
How could he do this much with just a sword?
Also, where the heck was the the magic coming from?
What the hell? Something blocked me.
It blocked me. This guy must be the master of all four elements.
What's going on here? The shepherd.
Step aside.
Archers!
Yeah, I am completely on the Roland's people's side right now. Like, I would be scared shitless.
Shepherd's true power?
Lucas, let's go.
This guy is a god as far as I'm concerned. I really love this section.
Troops of Rollins! What the hell? There's a voice in my head.
Who the hell are you?
I won't ask again. Retreat!
I love this because up till now, being the shepherd has amounted to like goody two shoes who does favors for people, and now it's just like, oh, this guy's actually like a terror if you're not on his side.
I'm really glad you're safe.
Like, he's not just like nice dude who helps old men cross over a river, you
You'll
know.
understand someday.
He's a legit
That's
like
right.
god on earth to
It's
humans.
just a pat on the back.
Gonna cry?
And that's a big part of the theme, is that like, okay, just because you're super powerful does not mean you can just do whatever you want, because you will. You know, the shepherd's job is to reduce malevolence, and scaring people out of their minds with powers that they cannot comprehend is not productive. That does not, like, it might feel good to be able to obliterate an entire army, but that's not good. You can't do that. And I think that basically that's a scene, or that's a theme, and I think that scene really nails that home. Because Saray is like terrifying. And you're like, uh-oh, what would happen if a shepherd were a bad guy? And then you realize, hey, what if we made a prequel where the shepherd was a bad guy? And that's Berseria. And then that's our good friend Artorias. Artorias! But like, Soraya is not happy right now that he just had to do that.
It's over.
yet. We still have to quell the hellions that were created here.
Saray.
Well, I guess I'll stick with you just this once.
Thank you, Mikleo.
Hey, there's a turtles. Oh, whoops. So these guys can totally see me. Yeah. I do think mostly he was not killing them, and he was just like... you know, knocking them off their feet and whatever. But... I forgot about the axe beaks. Oh my god. It came from behind. I forgot about their horrible, horrible sound they make. Hi, turtles.
So this is a battlefield.
Yes. The centuries may pass, but here at least the scenery is ever the same.
War never
There's
changes.
humanity here.
You're more right than you think.
Pilot just said war
People
never
call
changes.
heroes, whatever, are mostly just hellions. There is no place
Oh, this isn't a spoiler. Noah, I guess it's a spoiler from if you're watching from the beginning of the VODs, but it's revealed almost instantly when you meet her. But this girl, Edna, is Aizen's sister.
General of 100 victories, King Meliodas, who united the continent long ago.
Yeah, those are definitely names that'll come up in history books.
And King Claudin, who ended the era of darkness? What about him?
Total asshole.
Different. I'm told Claudin was in fact a shepherd, actually.
Oh, really? Shepherds and hellions. They've always been with us. I just didn't know it.
Yeah, she actually appears in Zestiria one time. And it's like right after... It's probably like 1 or 2 sessions away from when we stopped playing. We almost got there. Oh, this is gonna be a hard fight. Do the thing. Okay, there we go. Gotta heal, that's what. Good save, good save. Let's... Oh, whoops. Sorry. Hold on. I can fix this. Alright, take care, Noah. Have a good shift. I did not mean to do that. some new arts, got some new battle actions. Hidden guard. Oh wait, so these are the opposites of each other. Which do I actually want? I think hidden guard is probably better. Let's just look at titles for a second. Do I want Shadow Shock or Earth Dragon Fang? I think Shadow Shock. I think the rest... Oh! Yeah, let's have grab a trigger still. Who learned new arts? Him? He's got a lot of moves. I should use him more than I do. I don't think she learned anything. Oh, did... That's a new art. And that's a new art. I don't have any new skills. What if I... Oops. Because I have not used him in a bit. We've got some new spells. Something like that.
So wait, look around you.
Stand strong. Ready?
Did not mean to use Flowing Surge twice. There we go, got the heal off. Is there anything I actually have to do here? Spoiler alert, we'll be back to this battlefield a few times, so I'm not going to worry about exploring everything fully. I also think there's a lot of places you can't explore fully yet.
Exterminate them! Don't let a single one escape!
General, the battle is already over.
This shepherd, as naive as you'd expect.
I single-handedly won the battle, so shut up.
The fewer they'll have in our next battle.
Surely that isn't necessary.
Don't call me Shirley, kid.
Trying to reason with him.
It was thanks to you, shepherd, that we were able to pull off such a rout. Show us a little more pride.
You better not forget the promise you made to release Alicia.
He's vile even by human standards.
I wonder how many times it took Robbie to say release Alicia. Probably not that many. I guess it's not that hard to say.
We should get far
I
away
thought it
from
would be
him.
harder, and then when I said it, it was not that hard. Release Alicia, release Alicia, release Alicia, release Alicia. Okay, it got a little hard after the third time.
We're near one.
Release Alicia, release Alicia, release Alicia. Don't forget that promise you made to release Alicia. Yeah, it's not too hard. Oh, right. This happens. Forgot about that.
This domain, it's like none I've ever felt before.
You're not kidding.
Such intense malevolence. It can't be.
What is this?
Saray, there's only one person in existence who could have this powerful and evil of a domain.
You don't mean the Lord of Calamity?
It looks like the humans are starting to lose their minds.
We have to stop this!
Wait!
No, we don't yet have the strength to face this threat.
I'm aware. I'll run if things turn bad. Your lives are on the line too.
Yeah, that's typical.
Sasuga Sorei.
Saray!
No!
Remember me?
So, Shepard, you insist on jeopardizing my glorious victory, do you? How utterly foolish. Now stand up. The chancellors may think you useful to the kingdom, but I expect they'll reconsider once I deliver to them your severed head.
Don't do it! He's already completely transformed into a Hellion.
Too late.
You're really going to fight him in that condition?
Everyone, stand with me! Ready? It's over!
Heal yourself, dude! Now, what's he weak to? Nothing. He's weak to void. Oh, and he's a Therian, okay. Okay.
Figures. They're way too tough.
I need to use that more often. I don't. I do not use the chain very often. Oh, we just learned it. I know, RTB, got it. Heal me, please. I tried to dodge, I was a little slow. Try again. You want to try to use Bolt Tempest on, or you want to try to use Mystic Arts when you're in a power hit because of that 1.5 times damage multiplier. Lila learned a new art. Yeah, they cost 3 BG. To me.
Malevolence isn't disappearing?
It's no use. The strength of his domain is far greater than that of my powers of purification.
So we need to remove the source, huh?
Good luck. There's no way you can expel the Lord of this domain.
We have to.
It's dangerous.
Lila, please! If we don't do it, this battle will never end!
It looks like the heart of the malevolence is on top of that hill.
Sorry. Save the apology. This isn't where any of us plan on dying.
Yeah, Miglio. That's the spirit!
So are we going with what? Right.
Oh, we're going. As soon as I look at this, out of finality. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful. Let me look at something. Oh, battle. Switching. Okay, I knew that. Let's look at the enemy book. We haven't done this in a bit. Not these. Ooh. Also, her name is similar to someone else. It's funny. Where's, Sweet. Where's our... I'm just looking at stuff. Landon, this is what I wanted to see. It was at the very bottom, of course. I don't think anyone else has Mystic Arts yet. Although, let's just give it a quick look. No. Lila just learned Burning Strike. However... let's put it on this. Oh, and let's just check what her next art is. Molten Wall, okay. There is an enemy behind me. There are two enemies behind me. And there's a monolith. Nah, 0.5 seconds. You have high defense. Interesting. Cannot go this way because there are 5 dead bodies on the ground. We can go this way because this is the way we're supposed to go. I can read maps. Hey, who's that? I am Ganondorf. I held off.
You must be.
So another shepherd is born at last. Frightened, are you?
What?
Yet the song of death is so sweet.
Lila! Right! Bethmas Mioma!
Sorry?
I like his boots. They're just big rocks. Never noticed that.
How brilliant your purity, your innocence. No painter could ask for a more pristine canvas.
That was weak, Robbie. You can do better vomiting than that. I was definitely like curious, like why didn't he just kill me
What was that?
the first time I played?
Miglio?
He definitely just
Lila!
he doesn't want to kill us. He wants to make us turn into Hellions, right? He wants us to be malevolent.
Miglio!
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Who are they? Where did they come from? Bethmas Mioma! Bethmas Mioma!
Hell yes. Hell yes. Fuck yeah. I love this shit.
Damn it. Why?
God, she's so fucking badass. Well, she was. Oh no, the mask came off. Who's it gonna be? Well, they did kind of just give it away with that last voice line. But if you didn't know, it's gonna be revealed shortly.
Did you save me?
Absolutely correct, X. She is the best.
Someone's coming.
Hands down. One of my favorite Tales characters of all time.
We gotta get out of here.
I actually really like this slow walk bit. It's kind of painful, but coming after like a really high intensity section, and especially because like we feel vulnerable right now because we don't have any of the Seraphim. Yeah, it's just a nice, like, chill out, calm down. Slow yourself for a moment. Yeah, definitely. Some of them are not as great, but I think this comes at a really cool moment. Oh wait, I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Towards the star on the map. Yeah, there was like a slow walk earlier in this game that I really did not like. I'd say in general people don't like slow walks, but I think when they're executed well and at a proper moment, I don't have a problem with them at all. It's like saying you don't like,
So, you're the leader of that assassin.
like, people being quiet in movies. Like, waste of time. They're not
What should
talking.
I call it?
Like,
Rose will do just fine. And hey, why didn't you leave me behind?
You were in danger. I couldn't not help you.
Even knowing I was an assassin?
I could just as easily ask what an assassin like you was doing rescuing me.
I don't know. I'll have to decide later if it was really the right decision. But I can tell you're a good person. Be careful. Someone's watching us.
Okay.
Hey, let's head north. There's a ruin off that way that we're currently using as a hideout.
Oh, you're not worried our pursuers might find it?
Nah, we'll be fine.
Want me to set you down?
I'm good. This'll give them a false sense of security.
Saray's just like, will you please... will you please get down? You're heavy.
Boss!
Isn't that the shepherd?
I'll explain later. We were followed, so I led him here. Now comes the fun part.
Murdering them.
Hey, stop! Are you really going to kill them?
No.
Depends who they are. I just don't like the idea of someone like Rose being a murderer.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey! Huh? Who are you guys?
We're the kids of the forest. Oh, Rose, that's a little intense. You maybe don't have to go that far.
People if you're looking for stragglers. As you can see, we're no soldiers.
going. And you better quit hunting soldiers.
Rose just bribed that kid's trauma away from having a knife held to his neck.
I swear Rollins has gone mad. What is the Empire thinking?
The princess manages to keep Highland's crazies in check, and then Rollins up and blows the whole thing apart. What the hell?
And now we've got those poor kids resorting to looting and banditry.
Guess they're growing up tough.
Well, sure. I mean, it's better than not giving him a lot of money.
No.
But he also could have not had the trauma. Like,
Doesn't mean that we just run around killing everyone.
she didn't have to put the
No
knife
one's
to
their
his
blade
neck.
Unless they need it.
And what about me?
Don't worry, you won't wake up with a dagger in your back. But know this, Saray. If the shepherd turns out to be a force for evil that leads people astray, we won't hesitate to kill you. Remember that.
I will take the money and no trauma.
Bet you're sorry you saved me now.
But wait a minute, boss. How will we know for sure?
Good question. Huh?
Sorry, this whole thing is just sort of ridiculous.
Well, our hideout's this way. Let's rest up for a bit.
We'll skulk around and check for any other pursuers in the area.
Thanks. You're the best.
I can't wait to find Grape Rose. Her grape costume. Look, it's a monolith. Sorry, Rose. I gotta check this out. Bye. I can't even do it. Wait up. I can't read right now. The game doesn't let me read. Literally. Can't believe Rose made me choose between her and my love of epigraphy.
Old man Maven!
Hi,
Nice to see
Maven.
you again, my lady. And that one with you, the shepherd I've heard so much about?
My name is Saray. How did you know I was the shepherd?
Maven is a contraction of Mavis Beacon, if anyone's curious.
Anyone could tell just by looking
He's
at
gonna
you.
teach us how to type.
This is Maven. He's not with the guild.
This is
but they
Mavis
own a
Beacon.
whole lot. He's an explorer, and yes, they still make those.
Cool.
Explorer. I just like to travel where I please, tracing the footsteps left in this.
He's gonna pull his out.
Celestial record.
He's gonna pull his out. I love this. I love this running gag of just like, ooh, you have your copy of the Bible? Check out my copy of the Bible.
Will you be all right?
I think we'll ditch this hideout. Might pass on
It's
jobs
so
for a while,
dumb.
too, till this all blows over.
I hope I didn't cause this.
They're displaying their nerd badge.
You are quite a strange one.
Seriously.
In any case, I shall take my leave as well.
Huh? Already?
Don't get too comfortable, guys.
I've gotta go stock up on mustache wax.
New clouds of war, the winds of change are fast approaching.
I'm fresh out.
Yeah, I sense it too.
Saray, since you took the trouble to come here, why not see if you can solve the riddle of the ruins back there?
Huh? What do you mean?
These ruins aren't mentioned in the celestial record. The same goes for several other shrines and legends. And yet, it is far from a difficult task to unearth them. Don't you think there must be something more to it?
You can't fathom the true meaning of legends until you've seen their history with your own eyes.
Well said.
Saray, let us meet again. You too, milady.
Yeah, another time.
So long, old man.
Take
Go
good
on, get
care.
inside.
Yeah, I love Robbie. Robbie is just all around excellent at his job.
I'm beat. That's enough for one day. Just use the bed and back whenever you want.
Thanks, Rose.
Don't go running off anywhere just yet. Gotta make sure it's safe first.
So yes, this has been
I just saw a monolith written in ancient tongue.
a little bit of downtime after the big fight that serves as sort of the finale of the first act of the games, more or less. And now, I guess I can buy stuff. I don't think I really need stuff. Like, I'm sure all of these things are plenty good, but I don't have my people to look at. I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, yeah. Oh, do you just want me to sleep before I do that?
So the depths of the ruins are just beyond.
Okay, fine. I guess that's fair.
Damn it, Saray. You need to be more careful out there.
Poor shepherd, all alone. How vexing. We're right here, yet he can't hear us.
You guys! Saray, are you back to normal now?
Oh, thank goodness.
I was really freaked out when you guys all suddenly disappeared.
Sorry, I gotta alt-tab. You'll lose audio for a second. Oh, sorry.
Have you ever thought about what happens when two domains overlap? Which one's blessing would be the most affected?
What do you mean?
The domain you cast as a shepherd lost to the domain of the one you faced against back there.
And that was enough to
Weird
momentarily
sentence.
paralyze Saray's resonance?
It's to be expected. That corrupted domain of his is stronger than that of even a dragon.
Heldolf. Is he the Lord of Calamity?
It sure looks like it. No one other than the Lord of Calamity could be cloaked in such malevolence.
Well, there's got to be some reason. Some story behind why he came to hold such malevolence and power.
You got that right. Something like that doesn't just happen naturally.
I would not challenge him again without first finding the answer and understanding the truth. Oh, Saray,
Don't point. It's not
are you
polite.
talking to yourself?
My friends are here with me.
Huh?
They're, Seraphim.
You
Is
fought.
this a bad time? Should we come back?
You fought me and got fireballs in your face from out of
Think
nowhere.
She could hear you if we did the usual trick.
Oh, right. Let's try it out. Hey.
Just try and focus, Rose.
She does not look
Rose,
comfortable.
Can you hear?
Easy, Rose.
Rose, please, just calm down. I'm not hearing this. Let go. Let me go, you idiot.
Good form.
Guess you really pushed her buttons, Mr. Shepard.
Yeah, the boss can't handle that kind of stuff.
I see.
Make yourself at home, Shepard. Just give a holler if you need something.
But for now, we'll need you to hang around for a bit. So we can
They didn't see anything, right? They just saw them hold hands and then Rose start screaming.
Hey, that's...
Yeah, Dazzle.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna give the same. I'm not gonna like skip his dialogue. I'm just gonna give the same disclaimer that since long after this game was released, it has been revealed that the voice actor for Dazzle is a shithead, who I do not like. And also, he kind of sucks at his job, honestly. Even when I played this game originally, before knowing any of that, Dazzle just kind of sucks.
Hey, Dazzle. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Funny you should say that. I'd like to ask you something, too. What's that ability you've got that envelops you in the power of the Seraphim?
You mean the Armatus?
It's called the Armatus, huh? So, that's it. You think I can get one as well?
The Armatus is a fusion of the Shepherd and a Seraph acting in unison.
It's the combination of both powers working in tandem. It isn't something that can be obtained.
That sounds like a real hassle. But I'll admit, it is strong.
I don't get you. What is it you're after?
Just weighing the situation, and seeing if it's connected to my personal agenda.
We get it. You're edgy.
There's one last thing I wanted to ask you. That girl, Rose. Do you think she could enact the power of the Armatus?
It may be possible for her. She does seem to have the latent aptitude for it.
Huh.
But the way she is now, not a chance. She could have all the natural affinity in the world, but she denies the Seraphim. Whose fault is that?
Guess he's not willing to listen to us. I never did understand those winged Seraphim.
So, a Seraph who desires the Armatus.
Bye.
Where are you going?
Oh, I was just following the star. I have no idea.
Well, I was thinking of going back to the battlefield.
You must be joking.
I went back to the desert
For resonance to get blocked off again?
with a skull
We can't just
full of
sit around
teeth.
twiddling our thumbs. I need to learn more, and I can't do it here.
No and no. It's too dangerous.
The Shepherd must do something about the Lord of Calamity. I'm the Shepherd, so I have to go. Isn't that true?
No.
Huh?
Do not be impatient, Saray. I'm pretty sure we've told you what the result will be if you lose yourself.
If the Shepherd allows malevolence to corrupt him, the world will be plunged into unimaginable chaos.
That's right. Never forget that.
There are some things we won't know until we try. That's true enough. But now's not the time to tempt fate.
Very true. What you need most now is a chance to rest.
Hey, how about this? Why don't we explore the deeper part of the ruins here? I'm legitimately curious as to what Maven was talking about.
Did you say ruin exploring?
A novel idea. Let's do just that, shall we? Well, she's on board.
All right.
Poor Edna.
The boys are back in town.
Yes!
Someone's got his mojo back. Wasn't he supposed to be getting some rest?
Rest from being a shepherd, anyway.
Let's go check it out.
I wonder what the town he's referring to is. Because that can't be a cultural reference. The boys are back in town. Can I go this way yet, please? Please? Okay, fine.
So first, we gotta do something about this door.
Yeah, we gotta step on all the things.
No one here has a clue how to open the darn thing. Fortunately, we didn't care much either.
Oh, hell yeah, she's in her cool clothes.
Any ideas?
I'm not sure. We'll have to examine it first.
Okay.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just seeing how the shepherd works his magic. Don't mind me.
Okay.
I gotta talk to everybody? Okay. What do you want to say, Micleo?
A ruin with a sealed-off entrance. There must be a reason behind
But
it.
it doesn't look like any ordinary seal. There's not even a keyhole.
Fancy a wager?
Maybe there's a
For
Cephalene.
old time's sake?
Oh, you're on.
That's a Fire Emblem
Find a
joke.
way to open it way before you do.
Your track record against me thus far indicates otherwise.
Rose isn't taking her eyes off you.
Man, she sure is weird. Talking to you guys makes me paranoid she's gonna punch me again.
She should.
So funny.
You're talking about her.
She was screaming and you were panicking and then pow!
Revel in my pain, why don't you?
She knows that Soraya's talking about her. And she's just like,
This is dumb. Here, I'll just smash it open.
Don't you dare! This is a precious historical relic!
nerd.
Wonder what really is behind that door.
Oh, you're interested in ruins too, Rose?
As if. What I am.
What do I look like, a nerd?
Oh, really?
I'm knocking. Oh, hey. Rest. Rest. Oh, I don't have anyone else. Rest is what? One of these. Rest. I'm not gonna bother right now because I don't have the rest of my gang. I think that was the last one. Easy.
Bingo.
Took you long enough.
I could have done it 5 minutes ago, but there was a person in the
So
door.
That's what was interfering with the door's rotation, huh?
Looks like I win this time.
For once.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh, you're coming too?
Yep, I'm in if you are.
Rose, there may be beasts lurking inside that are so powerful, people will consider them monsters. I refer to these creatures as hellions.
Okay.
Listen,
Yeah, hellions, blah blah, something something powerful. I'm listening.
I'm saying it'll be dangerous.
And I'm saying if you're fine, I'm fine. You've seen what I can do.
I'm saying
Come on.
I'm better than you at this
I
thing.
was bored out of my gourd anyway.
Hey,
Don't disrespect Rose.
I'm going to. Keep her from causing you folks.
But wait,
Okay.
Tessa, you can't purify the Hellions.
You get it. You're edgy.
Indeed, this is our first ruin expedition in some time. Let's enjoy it. Some vacation this is.
Do I have these guys now? Okay. Does anyone want rest? No. It would be fine on Mikleo. Pretty good on Lila if I could get her Gilliam. If I could get Gilliam. She would have to give up. Yeah, it would just be same as before, swapping one G union for another. For that. None of those have Gilliam. None of those have Gilliam. Ah. Oh no, but that makes me lose that one. I will hold it for now. It's not terrible on Mikleo, but I'm also... I don't know. If getting that doesn't help me, I'm just going to leave it there. I can check this now. Sorry for more shopping. I keep doing this. I always press that. This does not do good things for me. Not really. The stats are really good, but... that just sucks. That also sucks. I lose a considerable... I lose too much BG, too much of the stack for that, for now. Would consider this if not for losing the 3 stack on blue, on Mind. These are pretty good. This is pretty good. I lose that 2 stack Pinion. But just the damage boost it gives me for not much. What's my stack? 6? I get the Petrify. Yeah, that I don't care about. So, not upset about that going down to 5. Don't want to lose that yet. There will be a point where it's not that necessary anymore, but... Ooh. That's the thing. This is the... So I'm unfortunately losing... Here we go. Because I can fill that in. I can put Gilliam... Wait, no. Might be wrong. That would be worth if it had better stats. This is definitely... This is worth. This is for sure worth. Wait, this is... Who was this over here? I thought this was Gilliam. And I thought... Oh, no, it was Rest. It was Rest. Right? Yeah, okay. So here's the play, is I give Lila this new equipment, and then I go and put Rest on it. Must be herbs around here? I thought that was a treasure chest.
There might be something nearby.
Thank you, Mikleo. That range is increasing little by little. It's becoming a helpful ability. Okay, buy... What was it? Was it the boots? I'm just gonna go to try on again. Yes. So the downside of this is that I'm losing a 3-stack of resist, which makes my BG go down. But the benefit of this is that I have a second G union. And I'm gonna put it on the same boots. Because I'm not gonna get new boots until I want to break that union, and now I can do that. So yes, I have all stats plus 20, and I heal every time I quick step. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm not sensing much malevolence.
Oh, very sudden music change, huh?
This ought to be a fine adventure.
What's this? Some kind of lever?
Rose, wait! You can't just go around touching everything you... It's no good.
Whoops.
Don't you whoops me!
Well, at least I got this working, right? It was a dead end otherwise.
She's got your number.
Huh? I can't move it back.
Well, what do I do now?
The other door opened up. I'll go take a look. Stay right there.
Where else would I go?
Oh, cool your jets.
This is how we die.
Great.
Trapped forever. This looks like second style wall painting. Maybe even first style. With like, some of these are like, look vaguely brick shaped. Do I have my styles right? Is second style the one I'm thinking of? Because it might also be third style. I might be confusing it with third style. Let me see. Yeah, this looks pretty second style-y. It's not, there's not as many pictorial scenes. Don't think it's third style, because it's not as colorful, and it's certainly not fourth style. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of practice with like Roman wall painting. It's been probably 4 years or something, 4 or 5 years. I would classify this as early second style, if I had to make a judgment. But it's also clearly not Roman So, not exactly. I'm never gonna find a one-to-one correspondence. Probably there's something on the other wall then.
Darn it!
No, I just had
Can't
to
do
check every
anything
wall.
from in here. We'll just have to trust her.
Or die.
Ray,
Could just
why
die.
don't you invite Rose to join our group?
Huh? Where'd this come from?
I actually agree. She'd be a good partner for you.
You two?
Yeah, for Mickleo to say
What
that.
Gramps used to say? A true comrade has different sight, but the same vision.
A true comrade.
Why not?
Nakama.
Plus, Rose's level of resonance is about on par with yours. With Alicia, you both suffered the cost of making her your squire, but this time I think it would be different.
Besides, it should be obvious by now that you being the only human can cause problems.
Maybe. But I can't involve other people in the shepherd's duty.
Yes, you can. That's what squires are for.
That's what you're worried about, huh?
It's literally what squires are for.
Saray, have your travels thus far brought you nothing but suffering?
Well, no. It's had its share of good times as well.
Is the shepherd's destiny tremendous enough to overpower the dream we share?
Probably not.
You do know what we're getting at, right?
Yeah. Not every burden is mine to shoulder.
The responsibility you feel is definitely a good thing. But at the same time, you must walk the path in life that is meant for you.
Try to walk everyone's path and your legs will tangle up.
So you're saying I've got to figure out my own way of doing things?
But that's all the more reason
It's
to
a
have
really,
friends to support you.
really big theme in this game.
True.
Though it'll be up to her in the end.
Before anything, we'll need to sit down with her and get her to understand us.
That'll go over well.
For now, there's nothing we can do but wait till she gets back.
Sounds like fun.
It's been a while. I do hope she's alright.
We just have to trust her and keep waiting. Huh?
What was that?
Whoa!
Why did it have to be snakes?
Get ready for battle! Yeah! Ready? Don't tell me Rose is flipping more switches!
She's got a nose for trouble, that's for sure.
Oh, I just missed. It's the downside of manual, is that sometimes you just miss.
Darn, did that not work? Wait, what the hell are you doing?
Hellions!
You mean those dust clouds? I don't get what you're saying.
Forget it! Just try a different one!
Fine, fine.
Be gone! Be gone! Strike! It's over!
You can tell I'm like really out of practice with playing as the humans. Or as, at least as Saray.
Jumping around? What's going on up there?
Oh, I'm fighting a bunch of ghosts!
Okay, never mind. I'll stay out of it.
No escape!
Oh, I'm paralyzed. Who heals paralysis? Mickleo does.
Ready, go! Offer your protection! Flow and surge power!
You did the wrong kind of art. Is it not? Is it not Mickleo? So hidden arts can't break spell casting. Which is true for enemies as well. But it was pretty nice because it saved me from getting interrupted there.
Stronger as a seraph.
You have
Got a
more
new
than
battle.
enough talent for it. Don't push yourself too hard.
I might be confusing that with how it works in Zestiria, where everyone has a cure for their related
Really bad feeling about this.
ability or whatever.
Miracle of miracles, we agree on something.
Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles.
I think.
Any Fiddler of the Roof fans? Fiddler on the Roof fans? Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles.
I can't believe we're just hanging around like this.
But you can look around and imagine ages long past. That's the thrill of ruin exploring.
I wouldn't know. I hardly ever get trapped like this.
I believe I recall rescuing you from a trap or two.
2, maybe. But still, there's something strange about this room.
Sealed off.
I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna mute for a sec.
You need to leave your work aside so that we
Or if we can get out
I'm
of here.
very sorry.
It must be nice to live in Saray world.
Whatever.
Very sorry for that. I probably could have paused the cutscene too. Very sorry. It was just a spam call, but did not get filtered as a spam call.
She's late. I should have gone with her.
It's my second one today, which probably just means my number got posted somewhere.
Smoke!
Yep, that sucks.
You know what they say.
Hey, this is
Where
serious.
there's smoke, there's fire.
Smoke's only a problem for humans like you. Have fun.
What?
Edna, this isn't the time for joking around.
Let's just stay composed, everyone.
How about we step on those 4 buttons on the ground? That seems like a good idea to me.
Okay.
Rose, don't get close. I'm fine here. Just look for some other way.
I'm sorry. I really do feel bad about this.
I'm fine, I said.
You sure are magnanimous.
Love these puzzles.
Same as he ever was.
Oh, there is like a time limit. That's kind
I
of...
had a lot of practice messing with things at random until
I think there is. My screen is getting progressively whiter.
I'll try.
Love brute force memory puzzles.
Yeah,
You almost look excited.
yeah. I hadn't realized, but it's been a while since I've had this much fun.
Good. That is a feeling you should cultivate.
It opened.
I'm curious to hear Edna's Japanese voice, because I think she varies sometimes between sounding a little robotic and sounding like just like laid back or bored. And I don't want to, like, my first impression is not that it's just Kara Buckland being bad, because I think Kara Buckland's great
I don't know what's
most of the
going on.
time.
No. A dragon newt?
Not a dragon newt.
It's a young type of dragon.
So dangerous is what you mean.
So I wonder if she's written like if Edna's written like that, of sometimes sounding a little bit robotic. And I wonder if her Japanese delivery is the same or similar.
If it's too much to handle.
Maybe not.
Right.
Maybe,
We just need to buy enough time for those
I don't
two
know.
to escape.
Maybe those lines were recorded differently, or I don't know. Who knows? I have listened to and followed enough voice actors that I rarely just assume that someone sucks. And I don't even think it's sucking. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm not sure I have the proper elements
But
to
I
face
give
this. Did we die here?
I give voice actors benefit of the doubt a lot of time. Especially like if I know them from other stuff.
What are you doing? I told you to get out of here.
I know. It's all my fault that things ended up like this.
I told you to forget about it.
So Ray, see if you can manage without me for a little bit.
Huh?
Rose. So you can hear me now. I'm impressed. Rose, it's okay to be scared. Just hang in there and listen to me. So Ray's like that too. We grew up together, but he still tenses up a little when he sees
That's
me.
so sweet.
We Seraphim are indeed Suray's friends. And yet, we cannot say for sure if Suray sees and hears the same things we do.
Because he's the only human out of all of you?
Yes, Suray has no human compatriots who can truly understand the burden he bears as the shepherd.
Well, there was one, but she left.
Me to join him.
It's ultimately your call.
Right now, he's fighting a tornado.
Hey, what's your name?
Nicleo, come here.
Coming.
Nicleo.
She's squinting.
Nicleo!
I can see him, but I still...
Well, this is a fine how do you do if there ever was one.
Oh, right, damn it, I'll prove to you I can do this. Suray!
I love her so much.
What? What's wrong with you?
I'm joining the fight!
Looks like she's made up her mind. She did it all herself, too.
Thank you. Lila, I'll buy us some time. You get the squires back going.
But Suray, you have to give her a true name first.
Ah, she is my favorite true name out of everybody.
Welk.
Huh?
That's the true name I'm giving to Rose.
All right.
It's not the best,
Charge in like that. Hold out just a bit longer.
not the best to say, but what it actually means is my favorite.
No escape. No escape.
Oh,
Ready? It's over.
that's just... Yeah, well, you didn't give me much choice, Nicleo. You were not helping. Let's,
Spirit cleansing. Elixir of attack. Break down. Break on through.
this is a dragon. I don't quite remember what my dragon move is. And I think I'm just stalling, so I'm not even in a hurry, really. Yikes. Let's, Oh, sorry. Thank you. I would rather not have my head split. Thank you! I gotta block this. Oh. Okay. I think I'm just stalling. Oh, hidden art. Cannot use those.
You're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, I know. Think I got it? Okay, thank God. Don't go for Edna. Edna, you could also block, you know. I'm... Oh, come on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a better time. Well, I thought I would have a better time playing as the healer. Okay, I'm just gonna... This is not good. I really can't tell if I'm just supposed to stay alive. That's just gonna speed up the cast. Open the floodgates! I said open the floodgates! That did not help. I think I probably just have to do damage. Okay, well, if I'm gonna have to do damage, I'm gonna check to see what's good against dragons. Nothing blue. Yeah, nothing. Cloudy swirl, okay. I could have sworn he had something. Oh, you know, he probably has... No? Nothing? Okay. I guess it's Cloudy Swirl is my only hope. Or anything that has the wind element, which would be... True Fang. Okay, True Fang and Rending Gale. No, I want to play as him. Okay. I know. Shut up. Okay, I can also use items. That's allowed. I just went and did not. I did the one that wasn't True Fang. Let's just block. Come over here. Heal me. Oh, fuck you. I got slowed too. Oh, this sucks. Like, I definitely do not have to do this whole health bar. Oh, I just was too slow. I dashed too many times.
What's wrong? Tessel is becoming Lila's sublord? What?
That's why it took so long. Oh my god, I fucking love her so much!
We're here.
You made it!
She has no business being that cool.
Alright, let's show this dragon newt.
I've had enough of this, Shepherd. I'm done playing around. Now you're going to bring my Armadas to life.
Tessel, why are you... When this is all over, we're gonna have a talk.
Wind Armadas is pretty cool. Lukai Murlin. Dumbest name.
Rose, if a Hellion has scales, does that make it a Scalian?
Fuck you. Yeah, I think wind... Wind Armatus is very cool, but doesn't... I think is maybe the worst feeling to play. Yeah, there you go. Soul Resonance. Soul Eater. Are we playing Soul Eater now? Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh, geez, oh, Pete's. It's still hard. Like, a lot of the wind moves involve you, like, jumping around, which in manual can make it really hard to control. Like, I think it's the one that has, like, the biggest... You actually have to, like, really get used to playing as it in order to, like, properly use your moves. I didn't really mean to use that there. I'm kind of glad I did, because... Oh well, they're dead now. I want to... Oh, I didn't mean to play as him. Why can't I switch characters? Okay. Oh my god. Micleo, can you fix that? Thank you. Like, see how I like jump backwards when I attack? It means I have to be like literally right on top of them for my moves to hit sometimes. I cannot heal you right now. It's kind of up to you to keep yourself alive. Like, not get hit by that, for example, is a... I don't want to kill this before they're back alive. Okay, hold on. Oh my Jesus Christ. Well, that sucked. I really don't want to... Okay. I'm paralyzed, which fucking blows. Oh, I just had it! I just had it! Okay. In a very bad spot, where all of the Seraphs are out. All of the Seraphs are out of gauge. And I'm so close. Oh, I don't have his fucking skills set. He doesn't have a heal. Fuck me. I get it. I know. Just no one can stay alive. This is the problem, is that no one can stay alive long enough to get Armatus. And I can finish this fight. I'm capable. Oh, I timed that so bad. Okay. I can also do that. And now get the heal. And then she just instantly dies again. You know what? How much HP is left? 12,000. Mikleo, if you can just stay alive for like 3 minutes, it would help so much. Can you step away though? Like that. When I said spread out, okay. I'm gonna. If this doesn't work, okay, this is just. I fucking hate this. Yes, air pressure good. Air pressure good. Rock trigger bad. We're not getting 20 hit combos on this asshole. Use the thing! Am I insane? Why couldn't I armatize there? Okay, okay. That's all I wanted was for Dezel to fucking armatize. He should be dead any second now, and I'm pretty sure everyone's alive to get XP except for maybe Edna. Oh, God damn. Hard fight, but I like when fights get hard.
A dog, Seraph?
I had to do a lot of brain power there. And wrangling terrible AI, which I don't like, but that is what it is.
Did you think it was Rose? It's me.
What?
Leave her alone, you maniac.
You're quite attached to her, I see.
What are you after?
Oh, nothing really. Just making sure it was clear to everyone why you wanted to become a sublord.
Because you're a creep.
Shepard, allow me to explain.
You're a creep.
I understand, Dezel.
No, you're a creep.
Listen.
It seems there's some sort of agenda you want to accomplish with the Armatis, Dezel.
That's right. And I'm using you to that end.
What does
Shut
he
up.
want then?
Revenge.
Shut
against
up.
the Hellion who killed my friend. Tarnished the name of the Windriders. Branded them as criminals. And forced them to live out the rest of their lives in secrecy as an assassin's guild.
Oh yeah? Well, in that case, you're more than welcome. We love quelling Hellions.
You mean saving them, in other words. Does that sound like revenge to you?
You're out to kill them? Lila, how could you invite someone like him to be your sublord?
Because of how he is. Dezel is consumed with vengeance, and yet he has not become a Hellion. Because he has a vessel that cannot be corrupted.
Rose.
I get it. So if Rose were to accompany us by herself, then Dezel would lose his pure vessel, and before long, his lust for revenge would turn him into a Hellion.
Don't make me laugh. I'd sooner die than become the same corrupted being as the one who wronged me. You folks forced my hand.
Then die.
But something tells me that you're not too bent out of shape over it.
I won't deny it. It did give me a sense of the true power of the Armatis, after all.
I understand your reasons now.
But if you're going with us, you can't be acting like a lone wolf.
Don't worry. I'll work with you. I'm a crummy seraph, but I'm still a seraph.
Got that right.
I've got no reason to oppose what the Shepherd does.
True. Well, I guess that's true.
But nevertheless, keep what I told you a secret from Rose. She believes that she's come as far as she has with her own ability, without anyone's
That's
help.
because you've been
I
creeping on
don't
her.
want her to be troubled by the knowledge
Stalking
of what
her.
I'm doing behind her back, or the reasons why I did it.
Dazzle.
Also, don't want to trouble her with the knowledge that she's been stalked by a ghost
Don't
for her
toy with
entire
her.
life.
Make sure she's all right.
She's fine. She just passed out from shock.
I don't like Dezel.
I think you tossing her on the floor like that is what did it.
Why don't we plan on resting here for a while until Rose wakes up?
Yeah, I could
Looks
use
like the other
rest.
Seraph still hasn't regained consciousness.
Yeah.
Puppy dog. Yeah, that's like that was just like tricky because bosses like that. Yeah, okay, so I think Mikleo and Edna did not get XP because they were dead. So I'm gonna swap them in. I do not plan on using Dezel a lot, but I do. No, not that. Wait, okay. Can I? Oh my god. Okay, fine. What? Oh, I'm Saray. Duh. Okay. I am gonna set my fucking spells, though. Just so I have them for when I need them. Okay, these two are a little underleveled. That sucks. I hate it. I tried everything I could to avoid it, but this game has some gnarly feedback loops. Where when things are going bad, they stay going bad until you can crawl your way out. And really the only way to crawl your way out of that situation is to get at least one of the fucking Seraphs up to 1 bar so that they can armatize and keep someone alive. But that requires them staying alive long enough to get it, which is just kind of reliant on AI. After 2 combos. How is that different? So this is after 1 combo to get a bunch of stamina back. This is to get a bunch of stamina back and attack again. Okay. Oh, this restores it to your partner. Okay. And this buffs you and attacks. This is like the least useful, but still useful. Let's eat some food. And why don't we save? Oh yeah, we have this now. Which I wish were fast for actually moving around, but it is not very fast. The other thing that we get from Dezel is not that, this. Wind stepping, when you hear it win a battle, you get a big movement speed boost. This is great. This is excellent. Interesting. If grinding were that important, this might be a good skill. I wonder what food he makes. Don't care. Wind stepping is just too good to not have. Okay. I'm gonna end stream there. I might play again later tonight. It's only 3 o'clock and I've got nothing to do for the rest of the day. But I might not. I'm not gonna promise. Ugh. Alright. We got the whole party. Bye.